All right, here with Rob, loyal Time Dropper fam. Preseason, start of a new season, the last one in the Staples Center. How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful, man. I'm optimistic, you know. I think we got it this year, though. Let's go.
Actually, okay. Are you pro Harden trade or no Harden trade?
If we don't trade man, I'm pro Harden.
Okay. Any record prediction right now as of now?
And at least 55 wins.
So, wow, at least 55.
At least.
Where's the confidence coming from?
Dude, I feel like it's a contract year for Kawhi and PG. They want to play. Westbrook is a beast. Have you seen training camp?
So, how do you feel about this new fan section we got right here? First season doing it. How you feel? You think it's gonna make a real difference?
This is my first time doing it. I moved to downtown LA like a year ago in order to come to a bunch of games. I found out about this. I'm hyped for this season, man.
There we go.
Hey, wonderful, brother.
All right, Drift. New season back again. Last one in Crypto.com Arena. How we feeling?
We're feeling good. It's the first time that Kawhi and PG are healthy going into the season. We have rush here, we have depth. We're going into the season with a backup center. We got a bunch of young guys this year. We're feeling a little bit more confident, a lot more depth. Ty Lue's going more so with Roko and Man instead of Luke this year. So it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, we heard right before we got here that the starting spot, the final spot is between Terrence, Roko, and Batum. How's it feel to hear that the Morris nightmare is over?
It's a breath of fresh air. We don't have to have someone jab stepping for like 20 seconds and then throwing up a bad shot. So, and then also defensively, we have somebody that can actually switch. That's a good sign.
Any record? Let's go with record prediction. Any record prediction?
I'm gonna go 55 wins.
Wow, someone else I just asked said 55 wins as well. Wow. All right, Drift. Always a pleasure. All right, we got Ashley here from Hoop Troop.
Hello, what's up?
Tell people what Hoop Troop does.
Hoop Troop is basically the spirit and the energy of Crypto Arena. We're not like Clipper Spirit dancers, we're the hype squad. We're out there doing t-shirt tosses, getting chants going, making sure fans know about what's going on in the game and getting pumped for it.
How many years have you been doing it?
This is my second year.
Ooh, so what are your expectations for this year? Last year at Crypto.
So last year at Crypto, I hope that it's going to be better than last year. I think we got to go a little further. I'm not going to say win. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I think we've got some good new energy on the team. So, yeah.
Any record prediction?
Any what?
Record prediction?
What do you mean?
Like, out of 82 games, how many are going to win?
Oh, I think I'm going to say like at least 61.
Whoa! 61 wins, 21 losses?
Yeah.
That's really good. That would be the best record in Clipper history.
Well, you know what? I said it here is 61. So if I'm right, we're going to come back to this video and we're going to see.
That's right. Last thing, this fan supporter section. How do you think it's going to make a difference in the atmosphere?
Oh my God, yeah. I think especially because it's our last year headed out of Crypto, it's going to be electric energy only. This is a section where people are actually cheering and they're caring about the game.
That's
They
right.
know the players. They're not here to take courtside pictures. They're here for the heart and soul of the Clippers. That's what it is.
There we
LA,
go.
Baby. LA.
Love the energy.
Yes.
All right, fellas. For last season in Crypto.com Arena, how we feeling? Spencer, you start.
We're good. We're good. I'm late. So, how are we doing?
How we feeling? This is
How
last
we
season,
doing?
and this hole in the wall.
This is
I'm
the
so
year.
glad we are.
This is the year.
Right? We are so glad
Wow.
we are. As long as we stay healthy with no injuries, because we had so much injuries last season. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that everyone stays healthy and stays on their toes.
Can we get a record prediction? Any record prediction early on?
We don't reach the
Fifth seed.
like last
Spencer don't like that.
I'll go
Oh,
a second.
okay.
82 and 0.
82 and 0.
Yes.
Last thing. Yes Harden or no Harden?
No.
No Harden?
No.
Spence?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. No matter what, we're going to be fine. In Zubac, we trust. I will mention that. Zubac is the key to this championship.
Spencer's the big whisperer. Spencer's always the big whisperer every single
Zubac
live.
is the key to the championship, right?
Zubac is.
Zubac key to the championship.
Absolutely.
We're going to prove a little people wrong this year. Everyone's kind of counting us out right now.
I don't know why. They know if we are unstoppable.
I need Zubac likes on the chat. Likes on the chat for Zubac.
Good stuff, people. All right, DL2. First up, how was your summer?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Very good.
So preseason's almost done. You were over there in Hawaii. How you feeling going into the season? This is our last season in Crypto.com Arena. How you feeling about it?
Vibes are high. Pretty positive. I feel good about wrapping us up here and moving into our own space, and it feels good. Exploring other areas. Playing in Seattle, Hawaii, seeing what the vibes are like in different places, and it feels cohesive everywhere we go. And I hope that continues into it, especially in that fan section that we were rocking in the second half.
Speaking of the fan section, you're in there with me. Do you think it's going to make a big difference to our atmosphere? How do you think that's going to go this season?
I hope it does, just because it gives people the opportunity and the encouragement to kind of like be a little bit crazier.
Right.
Cheer in ways they never really cheered before. Like feel encouraged because we've heard that Bomber's actually going to be looking up there to like check out how people are doing. What's going to work. What'll be added to a marketing campaign. What's going to be part of Intuit for years to come. So we have an opportunity to set an example. That's going to be pretty exciting.
Record prediction. Not seed, but record right now. We'll ask you
Record?
seed before the season starts.
I think we break 50.
Okay.
I think it'll be tough just because of how competitive the West is, but all in all, I think we can crack 50 games.
Last one. No Harden or yes Harden?
I don't think we need him, but if we can get him for cheap, why the hell not? But I don't really want him like that.
Okay. There we go. Good shit.
Yeah.
Excited for the season?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Let me know how we feel about the season.
I'm feeling hyped, actually.
No, I'm feeling really good. At the end of the day, it's always got to be about Kawhi and PG's health, and they both look healthy, and they both seem happy. So that's all I need to know right now to start the season.
But
I am cautiously optimistic. Cautiously
Yeah,
optimistic.
This is our last season in Staples Center. How are you feeling about it?
That's why I'm cautiously optimistic. It's like the Clippers haven't technically won anything in this building, but if we were about to win anything, it would be literally the final year we're in here. Like, how ironic would that be? It would be hilarious. It would be honestly poetic, which would make it awesome. So, fingers crossed.
yeah, I gotta say, I think it would be a really fun note to go out on if we went all the way. But with this, I'm being cautiously optimistic right now because, I mean, it is literally the last preseason game before we start. So, but what do you think?
Let me ask you guys this.
I looked at the Jumbotron. I can't wait to get out of this dump. We got so much better shit into it. It's time to leave. It's time to leave.
Last two questions. First, let me get a record prediction for everybody. Not seeding, but record.
Oh, God.
Record?
Oh, man, I don't do math. I'm too pretty for math.
Out of 82 games.
Out of 82 games, I'll go, I'm not going to do the exact math, but I'll go, 75%. I'll go seed 4. How about that? Seed 4.
I don't know. I think with the way that the West has changed with it, all of what's happened in the offseason, and with Harden being up in the air, I think if the Harden trade goes well, if we can keep James Harden and Terrence Mann, I think we can get up to 50 wins. Team we have now, I think it'd be upper 40s.
Upper 40s is fair. That's fair.
Again, being cautiously optimistic. If we're healthy and we don't lose people and we get the right moves, I think we can win up to 58 games. 58. Because if this team is serious, I think they need to be a top 3 seed in the West. Top 4 maybe because of how crowded it is this year. But if they're not in the top 4, I'm going to be highly disappointed. Highly disappointed.
Last question to all of you. Yes or no? Yes for trade for James Harden or no trade for James Harden?
It depends. To me, it depends. Like, I like that our front office right now is holding out and they're not just giving them what they want because we shouldn't. If we're going to get Harden, it's going to be on the cheap, just like how we got Russ on the cheap. If we do that, then cool. If they start talking about giving up draft picks and shipping out some of our players that we're going to need, I'm a no. I think we're okay with what we got.
So what I'll say is this. If any trade involves Terrence Mann, I'm a hard pass. I'm willing to do picks and cash, but Terrence Mann is the future of this team.
And Marcus Morris.
If we want to trade Mook, I'm very fine with that, but Terrence Mann, I won't entertain a conversation on that. I'll do picks and cash, but otherwise, I mean, I can give or take Harden. I'm more of at the right price. I was more of a Zach LaVine person, to be quite honest.
I would say where we are now, right now, the Clippers have the leverage here, and it's obvious that Lawrence Frank is going to squeeze Daryl as hard as humanly possible because Daryl Morey always wants to turn everything into a W, even when he fucks up. And at the end of the day, I can be okay with it if that means I'd be okay with a Harden trade, even with T-Man, but I think we should try and at least pull the swap out of the mix. Or try to get just one more step away to make it just a little bit better pricing for us.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Rob, just concluded the fan event. Let me first ask, the news came out today that Terrence Mann is starting. How are we feeling about that?
Man, Terrence Mann we've been needing to start him for a while. Well deserved. I think he's going to shine. You saw him start some games last year before we got Russ. I'm very optimistic, and I'm super happy Terrence is starting.
How you feeling about the fan section now after coming to this event? You think it's really going to make a difference in the atmosphere?
Man, that was a vibe, let me tell you, in there. It was crazy. Everyone was super hyped up. Really good energy. I love the leaders. We saw Norm and Rocco. That was awesome. All good energy, all good vibes. I think it's going to be great.
Going on Wednesday?
Oh, I will most definitely be there.
There we go. Looking forward to seeing you.
You know it.
All right, DL2, just finished the fan event. First, let me ask how you feeling about the news that Terrence is starting.
Very excited. Long time coming. Just really deserved it. You know what I mean? I was a little surprised, but just hearing Ty Lue say his name like it was a matter of fact, it felt pretty good. So glad we're all on the same page with that.
I didn't ask you this the last time I saw you, but how about a standings prediction? You said 50 to 52 wins for record. What do you think that's going to get us seeding-wise?
I'm hoping top 3, just because I remember we were top 3. I think we were the 2nd seed before the bubble.
That's right.
And this feels pretty similar vibe-wise, health-wise, guys-wise, especially with the coach prioritizing good lineups. I'm confident. I'm hoping we could get a top 3 seed, but I don't think we get below 5.
Okay. Last thing.
That's a wide range. I think that's pretty conservative.
Now that the event's over, how do you think the fan section's really going to do? We're debuting on Wednesday. Do you think it's going to really be noticeable on TV?
We're pretty packed out here. We're in the theater in Inglewood. The front couple rows, which is pretty, crowded. Seeing that condensed into the Staples Center, I'm never going to call it crypto, into the Staples Center section is just going to be really exciting. Just getting everybody on the same page, hype, getting the cheers down. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to be a learning curve, but once we get out of it, it's going to be smooth sailing.
See you Wednesday?
All right, absolutely.
All right.
Here with Mason, one of the leaders of our fan section. First, let me know, when did you first become a Clipper fan?
I first became a Clipper fan and sort of very early on. It was middle school, high school. I'm originally from Virginia, but both my parents are from Los Angeles. And so I never really, they were both fans of that other LA team that we don't talk about. I never really gelled with that, with the Lakers. And so kind of as time went along, I started following the Clippers more and more. And then when I came out here for college, I started going to games and I really loved it. And, now I'm here leading 207. So that's...
Around what time was that when you said middle school, high school?
Middle school, high school. So that would have been 2000 and...
What was our team at the time? Players
that team? Okay, so I'll say that would have been right at the beginning of Lob City.
Okay.
So, there was classically, you had Griffin, you had
everybody.
Had Chris Paul, John Jordan.
Let me ask you this. Terrence Mann starting as of today.
Love
How
it.
do you feel about that?
I love it so much. Terrence Mann has had some great performances. I mean, he's had some really good games. I've always loved the guy. And good for him. He's we really need him, and because we have a great bench, and to see the T-Man just get at more minutes, and so that the rest of the NBA can find out what we already know, and that's that he's a great player.
Yes, Harden or no Harden?
I'm torn on Harden.
Okay.
On one hand, Harden is a great player. It's clear that he definitely wants to come here. What would we have to give up to get Harden? That's my biggest kind of caution, because on paper, Harden would be amazing. You know, he's a great player. He's probably going to be the Hall of Fame. Like,
Definitely.
he's that caliber of player. It's just that I don't want to sacrifice too much to get him. Like, that's kind of where I'm at.
You're
Like,
asking for 2 first-round picks and Terrence Mann, and maybe Marcus Morris alongside it for salary.
I'm really hung up on the T-Man part.
And so are the Clippers.
Yeah, I know. And depending on those first round, because like they at least one of those first round picks is probably going to be a late first round. Yeah, the second one, maybe, hopefully that's also a late first round, but it could also be a mid first round depending on kind of how this season goes.
It's 2027 and 2028, like deep picks.
Deep picks.
Yeah, we don't have our picks, so we trade them to Oklahoma City for Paul George.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
Last question. Standings and record prediction for this season for us.
Standings and record prediction. I predict that at the we're going to go. Want to say we're gonna win. Oh, geez, probably 50 something games.
How many?
50, 60 games.
Okay.
And
60, wow.
Yeah, I say that we get first or second in the Pacific.
What about the conference?
In the conference,
if we get 60 wins, we'll be first or second seed.
Yeah.
All right, top 2?
Yeah, top 2, top 3.
There we go. Heard it here first. Thank you, Mason.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, here with another section leader, Jack. First, let me hear your thoughts on the final year in the Staples Center. How you feeling about it?
I'm really excited to move into our own space. I'm tired of having to cover up Laker banners and listen to them talk shit about us. So it will be nice to get to our own house.
Let me ask you this. Terrence Mann, reported by Ty Lue, he said he's starting today. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a good move. I think putting more youth on the floor, especially with the youth and skill that we have on our team, is always a good move.
Now, yes to Harden or no to Harden?
I would definitely say no to Harden. There's an old saying that the juice is not worth the squeeze. So what you're going to have to give up to get Harden on the team is more than the Clippers should be willing to give up. Not just that, the guy tanks any organization he's with as soon as he wants to be traded, and that is not something I ever want to have to deal with on my team.
Fair enough. Last question, record and standings prediction.
55 wins, second in the West.
I love it. Thank you. All right, here with Andrew. You think it's going to really make a huge difference to the atmosphere?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to be dead silent, and we're not like a section of rowdy people, which is great.
So, how you feeling about the news that Terrence is starting?
I didn't know that until you just said it, and I don't know if Lou's going to stick with that. I'm skeptical.
He said it himself.
Well, he said, I don't know. Well, okay, let's see what he does. That's a good idea, finally. I mean, come on.
Right.
The guy is good. Play him.
Last question.
Jesus.
Yes to Harden or no to Harden?
Depends on what we give up. I don't want to gut the team. He's a rental, okay? So, maybe yes and no.
All right.
Okay.
Will we see you during the season, Andrew?
Yeah. Be at all the games, bro.
That's right.
All right.
All right, here with Jason. First, last season going into the Staples Center. How you feeling about that?
I was a little disappointed at the end of the season, but big things are happening. People are getting healthy. I'm looking real good. I'm super excited about the new year, man. Super excited.
Terrence Mann starting as of today. How you feel about that?
Terrence Mann has been my favorite player since day one.
Seems like everybody's consensus.
I know, but since that energy happened, the Terrence Mann game, like big things, I just love Terrence Mann. I'm also looking forward to playing the Suns. I think that's going to be our rivalry. Also, for some reason, Devin Booker. We're going to get Devin Booker to bring his free throw percentage down from the high 80s down to the 70s. Devin Booker, we're coming for you.
Let me ask you, give me a record prediction and a standings prediction.
The record prediction and the standing prediction. We're gonna be in the top 4. The Western Conference is tough. I'm not gonna say we're gonna fight for the top 4 seed. And I'm pushing at 60 games, baby.
60 wins.
60 wins. Ooh. 57 wins is my prediction.
Last question.
57.
Last question. Harden or no Harden?
No Harden. I mean, I know he's a good player. He's one of the best players in the NBA. But I feel like this is the year. We have our healthy guys. We have our big 2. We have a good bench, and we have the coaching to win it. I don't think we need to make any changes now. Mid-season, if we need to make some moves, we do what we need to do, but no Harden. Sorry.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks.